I think students should study abroad because it opens up so many opportunities in terms of growth, experiences beyond the familiar, and provides students with really important life skills that include, independence, higher levels of maturity, of course, world-mindedness, skills that employers more and more are valuing as essential skills. At USI, we try to make study abroad as accessible and affordable as possible for all students to be able to consider. We have programs in over 60 countries, anything ranging from a 10-day to 2-week program all the way on up through an academic year. And so the process would, essentially what we encourage students to do is to start looking into it the very first semester they're at USI. Because in order for it to be accessible and affordable, we wanted to fit into their normal program. So one of the big advantages of studying abroad is, getting to experience another culture, but also another educational environment. And we try to prepare students before they leave, depending on what program they're going to be studying through.
My name is Kurt Steiner. I am a senior here at USI, and I'm an RTV major. When I studied abroad, I studied at Harlexton in Lincolnshire, UK. It was a great experience. I got to learn not only how to be an individual there, I learned also how to rely on myself to navigate massive cities like Paris and London and Rome. I learned how to do that by myself, and another great thing that I learned was that not to only just think on the small scale. Instead of thinking on the USI scale, I also think on the global scale or even the international scale.
Sometimes it's those experiences that, end up at the time being a little bit challenging or maybe scary because they're getting into the unknown and they don't know quite, what's going on. But then looking back on it and saying, gosh, I did that. I did that on my own. If I can do that, I can do anything. And so to be able to help others have that experience, I live it vicariously through the students.
Mm-hmm.
But students are coming back all the time telling us the same things, it would change my life. I'll never think about the world in the same way. I want to go back again. I want to change my career path. It's in my blood, what can I do? And so it's just really been fun and very rewarding to play a small part in that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if you look at the bigger picture of why it's important that students go abroad, I think in a small way, one person at a time, we're working to make the world a more peaceful place because we're creating understanding and helping students to gain that world perspective that is so important in this day and age.
I believe the best thing for students to do is definitely to study abroad because it not only changes your life, it changes you as an individual to see the bigger picture in everything, not just what's on the Evansville scale or the Indiana scale, but also on the USA scale versus the global scale. So if you really do want to become a part of not just the human race, but of the international agenda of the world, then you should definitely think about studying abroad.
But overall, I would say to students, this is literally the only time in your lives when you can spend that much time, quality time, in another culture, living the life of a student, for a relatively affordable cost, and really getting an opportunity to know people from that culture, to travel, to see the world. And you should take advantage of it at this point in your lives while you can.